And we welcome you to Indianapolis, Indiana, as we get set for the semifinals of the NIT, and we have had one insane tournament up to this point.
Everybody on their feet inside the super pit. Floyd, the turnaround, got it! North Texas going to the quarters.
5 seconds left. Thomas, crossover, downhill for the win. Tapped up, no! That's it! Loyola Chicago has won it!
It's Lindeborg this time. To the hole, Loiston's in his way, gets his own rebound, 5 on the clock. No good again. Tillis has it and controls it.
Approaching a minute left to go in a tie game. Bottom hits the three. Dean fires, got it! What a shot! Outside bottom three, money! Trey Bottom. It is destination Indianapolis for Chattanooga.
And we are down to 4 teams remaining in the 2025 NIT semifinal game number 1 of 2, featuring the North Texas Mean Green and the UC Irvine Anteaters for the right to move on to the championship game. Winner of this game takes on the winner of Chattanooga and Loyola Chicago. That is tonight at 9:30 Eastern on ESPN2. Winners for the championship Thursday at 9 o'clock Eastern on ESPN. Welcome inside historic Hinkle Fieldhouse, everyone. Mike Corey alongside Fran Fraschilla and Ashley Chamonix with you here tonight. Fran, you just saw it. All 4 of these teams have either hit or survived the last second shot at one point or another during this NIT.
And they are 4 quality teams. The average wins for the season from all 4 is 28. Think about that. These people win at a high level, and they are excited to be here.
Well, North Texas won this 2 years ago in 2023. They try to win it now, and this guy could help them do it, Atten Wright.
Atten Wright played in the NCAA tournament last year for Drake. This year he's trying to win an NIT title. Young man from Los Angeles, he knows this Irvine team pretty well.
On the other side, Ben Loiston from Germany.
He is a monster inside. They will play through him quite a bit. Hard to guard, and also a terrific shot blocker.
Second year in a row, we are here at Hinkle Fieldhouse in Indianapolis. Our officials tonight, Brett Smith with Deldry Carr and Vladimir Voyard-Tadal. North Texas, the Mean Green, controlling the opening tip of this game tonight.
And they are going to be very deliberate on the offensive end.
This is Mulai Sissoko working against Loiston, who we just talked about.
Both of these teams, Mike, excellent defensively. Irvine will play faster. Mean Green, they slow it down. They very deliberate offensively.
This starting 5 has been pretty much the exact starting 5 all season long. That has been huge for North Texas in the job that they've done this year. Floyd on the runner, it doesn't go. Rebound UC Irvine, it's Miles Che. Here's your starting 5 for the Anteaters tonight.
You'll see a lot of 4 out. They'll play through Loiston. He can ball screen often. It's random. And they can also throw it into him inside when he posts up.
Justin Hone there, number 2, the graduate student, 6th year with the program at UC Irvine, number 2. Here's the jumper on the way. That's no good. That time by Devin Tillis. Offensive rebound by Jurian Dixon. And here come the Mean Green. How good has Jasper Floyd been this season for them?
Oh, tremendous. He's a big point guard. He reminds me a little bit of Jalen Brunson on those post-ups, and you see right there.
Grant Newell on the pull-up, no good. Sissoko with the offensive rebound, and back out to Floyd. Got it knocked out of his hands, 15 to shoot.
And Russell Turner, the coach at Irvine, thinking that Floyd lost it himself.
And Coach Ross Hodge for North Texas, of course, will become the new West Virginia head coach. That was announced last week. And going to take this team through the tournament. They hope it ends with a championship on Thursday.
Well, Grant McCaslin and his buddies did it 2 years ago, and he's had great success at Texas Tech.
Sissoko. Saved from going out by Rondell Walker. Atten Wright now for three. It's good.
Now, we mentioned Drake. Atten Wright started his career at CSUN, Cal Northridge. He averaged 15 points a game in his 3 meetings against the Anteaters, although he was 0-3.
Well, he's a first-team all-conference selection from the American this past year. Almost 15 points a game. Gets the scoring started here tonight for the Mean Green. Ball knocked away. Again, Walker on the deck for it. We got a jump ball. And it's going to stay this direction.
Well, you see Rondell Walker getting on the deck right there, and this is what he does. He is a glue guy par excellence. And Wright comes back, little shot fake, knocks down the 3 ball. Rondell Walker, formerly of Oklahoma State, a former top 50 recruit there, but he's really found a home. And you saw Russell Turner, 15 years, Mike. He's had great success at Irvine.
He certainly has. 9 postseason appearances in the 14 played tournaments. And again, not many people know about it. It was great meeting with him this past week, and he said, yeah, being on the West Coast and not on TV all the time, but boy, he has done a phenomenal job.
Well, he sure has. He's got great mentors too, as we'll get into. Guys like Don Nelson and Mike Montgomery, Dave Odom, and his college coach, Tony Shaver. Some of us know how great a coach Tony was.
Played for him at Hampton-Sydney back in the day. Chris Shaver at William & Mary for a number of years.
A lot of ball screens in transition by the Mean Green.
This is Jonathan Massey, who's in for the first time tonight. The runner doesn't go. Sissoko with another offensive rebound. Anteaters have had their hands in the passing lanes.
Yeah, and what's interesting about Mean Green so far, they're trying to go at Sissoko. And I should say they're trying to get it to him so he can go at Royston, the big fella, maybe trying to get him in foul trouble.
Sissoko, the most improved player of the year this year in the American. After a couple years at Dayton. It's been awesome here for the Mean Green. 3-pointer, right on the way. It's good again.
Great set, great set. A lot of misdirection there. Looked like the play was going right. It came back to right. At the left side, that's going to be an over and back.
Still no points here for UC Irvine. They are 0 for 3 from the field.
And watch Wright, he gets open late, great screen. And young man, we mentioned 40% from 3 on the season. Russell Turner not happy that he was left wide open on that inbounds play.
The other thing that Wright does incredibly well, if this comes down to late stages of this game, he's the 2nd best free throw shooter in the nation, 94.1%.
That is insane. You think of how long the season is.
112 of 119. And that's what this Mean Green team does, actually, Fran. I mean, they hit their free throws. They play the 3rd best scoring defense in the nation. As this 3-pointer goes up by Latrell Giselle, it doesn't go. They take care of what they can control.
Yeah, and I got to tell you, on the other end, this Irvine team really gets themselves to the foul line also. They're shooting 80% from the foul line. They get about 17 makes a game from the line. This is great defense early.
Giselle behind for Wright. Could it be 3 from 3-point range? No. And a foul on the rebound, and it's going against North Texas.
It's interesting. Giselle had a 2-on-1 break, and instead, it might be a great play, dropped it back off to Wright, playing the analytics game. But watch this now. He's got a 2-on-1, but instead he eschews the 2-on-1 for the open 3, which Wright can't make.
First foul of the game on Mulai Sissoko for North Texas. They lead it 6-0. Coming up on 4 minutes gone by here in the first half. Let's see if Irvine can get on the scoreboard here as Miles Che gets it knocked out of his hands and stolen away. Giselle.
Well, right now you're seeing absolutely suffocating half-court defense from the Mean Green.
That is 4 turnovers here early for UC Irvine. 3-pointer Newell, he knocks it down. That's Grant Newell.
That young man played at Cal a couple years last year for Mark Madsen. Great addition for Ross Hodge and a terrific start.
And Floyd knocks it out of bounds, and it takes us to a timeout as North Texas leads at 9-0.
Well, I got to tell you, if you're a West Virginia fan tuning in tonight, you got to like this start. The big fella from deep, Grant Newell, 9-0, Mean Green.
North Texas with an early 9-0 lead over UC Irvine. After this tournament is complete, Ross Hodge is the new head coach at West Virginia. And for more on that, here's Ashley.
And guys, there's obviously no lack of focus from North Texas because of that news. Coach Hodge going to finish out his duties with UNT, taking him through the NIT. When I talked to Coach Hodge and some of the players just about if there was a shift in the attitude or focus at all, he said absolutely not. And the players told me too. They were like, we understand what the nature of this business is. The players are incredibly happy for him. Coach telling me it's important to be where your feet are, but it is the nature of college basketball to talk about the next steps when it comes to the end of the season. Said he's just thankful this group is committed to finishing things out the right way. Guys, he briefly touched on his 8 years with North Texas and said, look, we've done a lot of things that have never been done before, been a part of championships, championship runs, really experienced life through the almost decade. So no lack of focus. And also new North Texas head coach Danielle Robinson. He is in the crowd tonight, guys, showing his support. We're going to try and talk to him later in the game.
Yeah, that's a great point, Ashley. And keep in mind, Coach Hodge has got a veteran team. The whole team essentially was replaced. Older guys, very mature. They understand the transactional nature of the business right now. And you can tell, as Ashley said, Mike, they have not lost any focus to start this game.
No, they have not. And they have 6 seniors on this team, too, as well. So when Coach Hodge was talking to us about this, he said, well, that doesn't change anything for them, right? Because they're obviously trying to finish this out and hopefully win another NIT championship. But I think everyone has such great respect and admiration for this guy. He treats people well. Yep. He's been very open and, you know, forthcoming with us, too.
Yeah, I've known him well for a long time, having lived in Dallas. And you work with Grant McCaslin, who's had great success, and now he's going to go to West Virginia. And I personally think it is a great hire. The people of West Virginia are going to embrace Ross. He's a salt of the earth kind of guy. I had to teach him about pepperoni rolls, but he picked up quickly, and I think he's going to jump on those pepperoni rolls quickly.
For sure, for sure. Loyston hits the free throws for UC Irvine to finally get them on the board. The foul was on Latrell Giselle. It's now 9-2. Mean Green by 7. A kick out here for Newell as he takes it in and scores it.
Nicely done right there. Good drive into the paint by Giselle. Good kick out, good start. And last possession for Irvine, they got themselves to the foul line, which is something they do extremely well. I love this kid, 14, Evans. He'll be the starting center next year, and he is a tremendous ball of energy at 6'11".
Tillis is double teamed here. He's in trouble in the corner. Somehow gets out of it, gets it to Hone. As he gets down the lane, the runner is no good. Rebound hauled in by Brennan Lorient.
Pretty good sixth man, Lorient, right?
No doubt about it. Got that award, plus a first-team American selection in the conference, and Floyd going to work here for the Mean Green.
Really amazing when you watch this Mean Green team. We mentioned it. Almost the entire roster was overhauled from a year ago.
Team with a bunch of winners, though, and experience from where they've come from. I mean, think about it. Floyd won a national title at the junior college that he was at, Northwest Florida State, and then at Fairfield won 29 games.
Yep, and went into the portal, got a chance to come play at North Texas, and he's got eligibility left, by the way.
He does.
There may be a couple guys on this roster that could be finding their way to Morgantown. Let's more on that later.
Yeah. Well, Lorient, a guy who was at Florida Atlantic when they went to the Final Four, and then again another NCAA.
Exactly. Look at this defense right now.
Walker on the 5th turnover for UC Irvine here early.
And they won't take bad shots either. Very deliberate. Not the start Russell Turner wanted. And right off the bat, they put that ball down on the baseline on the other end, and watch the swarming nature off the inbounds. This is what we call a no-middle defense, which means you force it to the baseline. And when the player drives, Mike, there's plenty of help. We saw that on that last possession.
There's the story of the game so far here early.
Yep. That's a trend that the Anteaters have to change quickly.
Right. Another three-pointer. He got his face that time. Rebound pulled in by Evans.
Yuja Dujeli is in. I've been waiting to say that all night.
Good call there.
Yep.
Well, Fury Yuja Dujeli.
High energy, off the bench, glue guy. Already has working on a second master's.
It's number 10 in white as he takes it in, kicks it out here for Hone. That's a long three, doesn't go. And North Texas possession with a 13-2 lead.
And I think what's happening right now with the Anteaters is they're getting a little impatient offensively. You can't get 11 points back all at once. You have to stay in your system, get good shots. You can't eat that elephant all in one bite, Mike. You got to do it a little at a time.
Well, it's a team that's not going to get rattled. I mean, they were down by 16 points in that UAB game, and they came back to win it in the quarterfinals to get themselves here to Indianapolis.
Well, you win 31 games, you know how to win.
It ties the most wins in program history. Block inside, Evans.
I told you I love this kid. Watch him run, too.
Ben Egbo gets it back up top here for Ujadugele.
Nice pass. Got to keep the ball moving if you're the Anteaters right now. You can't allow the green jerseys to sit in on that defense.
Shot clock's inside 10. Hone. Floats it up and in. There it is.
Good patience. Nicely done. He's a veteran. Grad student. Young man from Sioux Falls, South Dakota.
Fran, their first field goal coming at the 12:36 mark of the first half.
We knew we'd see great defense.
Right. Got it. What a start for him. He's got 8 points.
And keep in mind, this mean green defense, third best scoring defense in college basketball. Number one, a team that's playing on Saturday down in Houston. They'll be in San Antonio, but that team resides at the University of Houston.
59.8 points a game is the scoring defense for North Texas. Ujadugele over to the right here for Hone. That's a three. It's no good. Sissoko the rebound.
It's a good look. Got to take that shot.
Their three-point defense as well, as you see the note, is also 30th in the nation for the Mean Green. You got to have all those specialty defenses if you're going to be one of the best scoring defensive teams in the nation. Hone, and he tried to get it to Torian Lee and turns it over. That is 6 turnovers now for the Anteaters early as North Texas leads it by 11. Welcome back. North Texas with a 15-4 lead here early over UC Irvine. And you go back to the years when the head coach Ross Hodge was an assistant, when Grant McCaslin they took over, right? There was a team that was in need of some help, right?
Yes.
Fran, they had 5 years before they showed up. They had 4 losing seasons, and then boy, they really turned it around when they came to town.
They sure did. They know Texas as well as anybody, around. Ross Hodge and Grant McCaslin certainly did a great job. And Russell Turner now, 15 years. We talked about his great mentors with Don Nelson and Dave Odom, certainly Mike Montgomery. And all he's done is win, 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 win. As you mentioned earlier, 31 wins ties a record which his team held before.
Correct. Back in 2019, they win tonight. Most wins in the history for a season, and will advance to the NIT championship game for the first time in school history. This is their 9th NIT. Ball is knocked around here, and UC Irvine has it. Here's a three in the corner. It's good.
Oh, yeah, this kid's going to be special.
Lee.
Yep. Torian Lee, a freshman. He's from up in British Columbia. Sister's an outstanding player at Cal Irvine. He's a freshman that they really, really rely on to come off the bench.
Inside, Lorient. Got it. How about what was going on in the huddle during the last timeout, Ashley?
Yeah, guys, surprisingly, he was very energetic and very positive, if you will. They didn't mention the turnovers at all. Coach Turner was saying, I like our shot selection, but it is all about the other end. It is all about getting those stops for North Texas. He said we have to just be patient with it. And like we were talking about, Fran, you just got to chip away at it one by one.
Exactly right, Ashley. And Russell Turner's been around a while. He knows that there's a lot of minutes left in this basketball game.
Good tap out there by Loyston. And got it to Tillis.
I think they got to establish Loyston inside.
Dixon taking contact, gets the pass out. Here's Tillis for three. He doesn't go. Atten Wright tracks down the rebound. We're halfway through this first half.
Mismatch right here. Let's see if Lorient can take advantage. Too late.
Well, he's got Lee on his back trying to strip it. Here's Giselle for three. Another inside rebound by Sissoko, and this time he puts it back in for two.
We watched him a couple years ago when he first, we got a foul away from the ball. Remember, this is a kid that's now been in like 75 games where he's really gets better every single year. A role player 2 years ago after transferring. Last year better, this year much improved.
It's a technical foul that was just assessed here.
There was a little bit of woofing going on.
Yeah, it's on Giselle, Fran. That's his second.
That's a big play because it's not only a technical foul, but the second personal as well.
Two shots.
Ross Hodge wants to know what he did, what he said. Ross is going to see Brett Smith quite a bit in the future.
In the Big 12.
Yes, he will.
Yep. So Tillis will shoot the 2 free throws here. Has already canned the first. Can cut this to a 10-point game with 9:44 to play in the first half.
Watch, I think what happens is he thought he got fouled and he's making a comment and he makes another comment, and I think you see
third time.
Yeah, he did a third time. Brett gave him 2 chances, and the third time he said, nah, we had enough of that. That's good officiating.
Yep. Miles Che.
It's a foul.
Yes, it is.
Yep.
And they call it on Wright.
Wright was trying to sneak up on Che. That was not his man. And he thought he might be able to pick his pocket. And Wright knew it right away. Take a look now. Wright's going to sneak in there. And a little too much contact.
15 foul, first on Wright. There's Tillis.
Yeah, Tillis likes the post. Nice pass.
Feeds it underneath here for Dixon. Back up top for Lee. And throws it by Tillis.
Yep. Torian was just off target on that one-hand pass.
I mean, this Irvine team, after the first 2 years when Turner took over, they had a losing season. But then after that, 21 or more wins in 10 of the next 13 seasons.
They have been a dominant team in the Big West. And we were talking to Coach yesterday. They can't get anybody at a power conference level to play them. But 31 wins is a lot of wins.
Here's Massey that works his way in. The fadeaway is good.
Boy, that was a great post-up move right there. Jonathan Massey, the young man, the transfer from Longwood.
2 years at McNeese as well.
Before that.
Yep. He's a freshman of the year in the Southland when he got started. Here's a three that doesn't go by Hone. Floyd for three. Yes.
That was good basketball. Jasper hid behind the screen. He wanted to see if he could turn the corner. The defender went under, so he used the screener as a shield and he knocked it down.
Winner gets the winner of Chattanooga and Loyola Chicago in our second game later tonight. And right now it's a 15-point lead here for North Texas, coming up on 8 minutes left in the first half. Che dribbles out of traffic, floats it up, it's good. And nothing's easy here for UC Irvine.
No. And Che looked over at the official also, wanted a foul call. Massey posting again. Offensive foul.
Yes, it is. 16 foul here for North Texas, first on Massey. We got a timeout.
Watch this, Mike. Watch Jasper Floyd. He's going to hide beside Sissoko, and hiding behind the big fella, he blocks out the sun, and Floyd gets an open three.
ESPN is your home for the women's Final Four. Friday night, Texas taking on South Carolina, and then UConn squaring off with UCLA. Our Final Four pregame special begins at 6 Eastern, while Sue Bird and Diana Taurasi will provide their commentary on ESPN2 and ESPN+.
Texas and South Carolina, Mike, this will be the fourth meeting. South Carolina won the rubber match in the SEC tournament. Texas has Madison Booker. Rory Harmon is healthy. Young lady who about 15 months ago tore ACL. And Dawn Staley, what could you say? She's already become one of the great coaches in the history of basketball. Trying to three-peat.
I know.
Yep.
It's crazy.
Congratulations to Coach Close out at UCLA. She's going to be in her Final Four for the first time.
And UConn back there as well. Tough to see, you know, without Juju, obviously.
Yeah, it's really, it was a tough break that Juju got hurt for USC, but that guy Oriem is pretty good too.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
He's, I think it's 16 Final Fours maybe. His buddy's here tonight. We're going to show him later. A guy named Phil Martelli.
Yeah, we got a few outstanding coaches in the crowd here tonight from Hinkle Fieldhouse.
The NIT Selection Committee. Tubby Smith, Phil Martelli. Phil and Gino go way back.
Floyd with the foul for North Texas. They have now committed 17 fouls here in this first half. Miles Che to the free throw line. And the NCAA Men's Basketball Championship Final Four, that begins on Saturday, 6 Eastern, 3 Pacific on CBS. For more information, go to ncaa.com. And how about the last time we had all #1 seeds in the Final Four, Fran? 2008,
Yep.
Also in San Antonio.
I remember it well. Mario Chalmers put the game. Yep, Mario Chalmers with one of the biggest shots ever, 75-68 overtime win. By the way, Danny Gavitt, who's in charge of all of NCAA basketball, is here tonight.
Yes.
They made an announcement that the Division II, Division III, and NIT championships are going to be here in Indianapolis next year. With the Final Four, it's going to be unbelievable, Mike. Thursday through Monday. And there's going to be a lot of great basketball.
How awesome is that? Having it all right here in one place, an incredible host city.
Indianapolis is, you know, my favorite 3 Final Four cities, San Antonio, New Orleans, Indianapolis. The support here for big events, Super Bowls, Final Fours. Indianapolis's volunteer support's incredible.
Yeah, you talked about it, and when we got here last year, we're in downtown, beautiful area, a ton of hotels. I mean, this is an excellent city.
Had a nice steak dinner last night.
We did.
Yeah, you know, at St. Elmo's.
And more on St. Elmo's, right, Ashley?
Oh, that's right, guys. And just talking what you were saying, Fran, about this city and just the basketball culture that is Indianapolis. UC Irvine, as soon as they got into town, they went straight to St. Elmo's. And for people that don't know, they have the best shrimp cocktail that'll completely clean out your sinuses once you get it. But man, some of the players were telling me that they walked into St. Elmo's and they got a standing ovation from everybody that was in there. They were like, we weren't even sure they knew exactly who we were, but we looked like a basketball team, and this city loves their basketball. They said they felt like superstars, like NBA players walking into St. Elmo's.
They might have thought it was the Memphis Grizzlies, for all we know, because they do have a lot of big guys, and their coach is a big guy, and their coach was an excellent player. I thought that was a good block right there by
Evans.
By man Kyle Evans.
Yeah, they got him for a second.
Yeah, plays with great energy.
Tillis knocked down the jumper on the other end for UC Irvine, so they cut it to 12. And now it's Newell at the free throw line. And a substitution coming in for UC Irvine, Elijah Chol for the first time tonight.
Young man from Cumming, Georgia. There's a second semifinal. Once again, we talked about this at the top if you just joined us. The average amount of wins of all 4 teams in this tournament is 28. Think about that, folks. 28-9 is the average record.
North Texas here tonight, 27-8, and UC Irvine 31-6. Have tied their most wins in a season in program history, trying to top it here tonight and advance to the championship game.
This young man with the ball right now, Marshall Che, he played at UT Chattanooga last year. So don't think he wouldn't love to reunite in the finals against his former teammates. Miles Che.
Here's Dixon, and the turnaround jumper is good. Jerry and Dixon.
We've seen Tillis post up, we've seen Dixon. Dixon's a freshman, he redshirted last year from St. Augustine's in San Diego. They got a really good program and all freshman team in the Big West. Couple post-up opportunities for the Anteaters. Keep an eye on that. Look at that defense.
Yes, almost a steal. This team had lost Andre Henry 9 games into the season, UC Irvine, and it was Jurian Dixon that had to step up and become a starter. the freshman of the year in the conference for the first time in 4 years for UC Irvine.
Take a look right here. Watch him back down. Right, great pull up, very smooth. This is a team that usually gets themselves to the paint. And you see what this young man has done. He was a starter midway through December, but in the last 12 games, in the meat of the conference season, has played great basketball. Going to be a really good player.
Foul was on Che for UC Irvine. 4th team foul, 6 minutes even to go in this first half. Floyd wants the high ball screen from Sissoko, finally gets it.
That's good defense.
Stifling defense by Justin Hone, and up the court for Dixon.
Well, Ashley made a point about Russell Turner not losing control of that early timeout. When you coach a team that's won 31 games, you put great trust in their ability to come back.
They were up by 15 points here in North Texas, and another steal. Tillis running the break. And out to Hone, and gets it back for Che. It's a 9-1 run here. 9-2 run. UC Irvine has made the last 4. Che knocked out of his hands. Tillis has it.
Yeah, Che's got to pass that ball. He gave the ball a headache. He dribbled so much right there.
Tillis got blocked out of bounds. 6 seconds to shoot here for the Anteaters.
I love this defense right now. Both of these teams elite defensively. Watch Hone right here just take it away from Floyd, and that leads to the easy basket by the freshman Dixon. I love Marshall Che's spunk, and a young man that plays on the Taiwanese national team. And they've got another young star, Robert Hinton from Harvard, the Ivy League Player of the Year this year. Their teammates representing Chinese Taipei.
Benton Royston is back in. Here's a 3 from Tillis.
They did not lose their composure. And who's losing their composure right now is that great group of fans behind their bench.
It's a 5-point game here, as Massey has it now for North Texas. Backing his way in on Che.
Che's got 2. He's got to be careful.
Lorient, 5 to shoot. Not there. Offensive rebound. Massey, does he get it off in time? He does. As the initial shot did not hit the rim, and Massey cleans it up. Che with a deep 3. He was fouled.
I wonder what's interesting here is who got fouled. Was it Royston? Because he went down, or was it Che?
That's a good point. It's on Massey. And I think you're right, Fran. Let's see. Who did they put to the line?
Take a look right now. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a foul. They fouled Royston.
I mean, he just pushed him right
there.
So it should be Royston that is going to go to the free throw line. It's going to be a 1-and-1. And they're going to take a look at it. And they're also going to look for a possible flagrant because he just shoved him. We're going to take a timeout. Mean Green by 7. We'll be back to Indy after this. All right, thanks a lot, Zubin, John, and Malcolm. We'll see you soon here. 4:07 remaining in game time of this first half, and it's a 28-21 lead for North Texas, but we just got a flagrant 1 foul call now on Jonathan Massey here, Frank.
Yes, what Jonathan Massey did is he pushed Royston into the shooter, and the officials adjudicated it as excessive contact, so it's going to be 2 free throws and the ball. And hopefully we'll be able to show you that play so that you'll know that this was the call. Watch Massey. In the eyes of the official, he was excessive in his contact. So 2 free throws on the ball. They make 1 free throw. Anteaters have the basketball.
Yeah, now here's the other thing. As a defender and a foul on the defense, you just have to be in your shooting motion if you're the offensive player. Had he made that three-pointer, I mean, that could have been a huge sequence, right? It would have counted, and they would have got the 2 free throws in the ball.
Correct.
So this helps the cause, and they are now right back in it here.
Well, and their defense, Mike, has really picked up since early in the game.
So Tillis with the jumper, and Tillis right now has got 9 points for UC Irvine. Here's Wright, that doesn't go. Tillis has to rebound quickly ahead of the pack. It's Dixon. Dixon's floater, too strong, and rebounded by the mean green here, and Jasper Floyd.
Jurian, I don't think, ever really had control of that basketball and just put that shot up, but there was nobody to offensive rebound.
It was a 24-9 lead here for North Texas. That's with a 15-4 run since by UC Irvine. Floyd, nice feed to Sissoko. Got it.
Really well done. Floyd could have shot that basketball, but he found big Ulai Sissoko.
Three-pointer the other way for Torian Lee, the freshman for UC Irvine.
He shot 39% this season, and you keep an eye on him. He's going to be a very good Big West player. Sister was the player of the year last year in the Big West in the 23-24 season.
So here's Floyd now, back up top for Newell, for Wright. Lead has been sliced to 3, Atten Wright. Trying to get by Hone. Can't do it. Rebound, Newell. Back out to Massey. That's no good. Tillis has it.
It's hard to score inside right now with Moisten at 7-1.
And they tried to go to him, but how about Newell coming in to intercept that one?
Tillis knows he threw that pass from 60 feet away, and he said, my bad. Great effort right now. Great intensity on the defensive end.
No doubt. Here's a three-pointer for Floyd. That is way off, and all of a sudden, the mean green, some of those shots aren't even close.
Yeah, but you know, that was exactly what happened about 4 minutes ago. The defender went under Floyd. Sometimes they go under on purpose as part of the scouting report. Floyd hit the first one, the second one was way off. I guarantee you they're going to make Floyd continue to shoot that deep three behind the big fella.
Ross Hodges' group, 2023 NIT champions. Trying to do it again here this year. The winner of this game goes on to take on the winner of Loyola Chicago and Chattanooga. And right now, Tillis says we're going to tie this thing up at 30. We want to get to Thursday night. One minute, 43 seconds to go in the first half. UC Irvine has come storming back.
Devin Tillis, about 16 points a game in his last 7. The UNLV transfer, he's found a home in Irvine in Orange County. He can play inside or outside, and he has given this Anteater team a huge lift after that early debacle of a start by the Anteaters.
No doubt.
They are playing. They've got the mean green frustrated right now, Mike.
They do. They were down by 15 points, and the game is now tied. They were down by 16 against UAB in the quarterfinals. Sissoko misses the runner. Laureate comes in to try to get it, and he knocks it out.
Boy, I'll tell you what, Sissoko's got a lot of confidence to go at Moisten, who's 7', 7'1", 265. He doesn't see a lot of guys in the American Conference that big.
Another thing that this UC Irvine team has done is win games away from home. I know this is a neutral site game, but they have won the most true road games this season at 14 than any other team in Division I. Inside Loyston, not there. Sissoko the rebound.
That is 2 dinosaurs going toe-to-toe right now. Neither one giving ground.
Here's Floyd. Walker. Back to Floyd, bounces it in. Sissoko. No, Laureate couldn't follow it. Here's Tillis.
2 point blank opportunities that came up short. Tillis is feeling it.
They want the lead. Here's Che. Kicks it to the corner. It's a 3-ball lead. Rebounds Sissoko. Final shot here. What are you thinking, Fran?
Get it to Atten Wright, who could put the ball in the basket at 40%. Maybe a little high pick and roll. Looks like Floyd now their point guard.
10 seconds left in the first half. Tied at 30. Jasper Floyd checked by Lee. And a foul.
That's a good foul. It's only their 5th, and Lee can afford, coming off the bench, to give that foul. And that really messed up. They had a pick-the-picker. We call it Spain pick and roll, all set to go. And the freshman blew the play up. Good, smart play.
Yuja Dugele is back in for UC Irvine with 4.5 seconds to go. Wright puts it in. Floyd for 3. No good, and we are tied at the half.
I thought this game would be played about 60 points because of the defense. We're right on that number right now.
Right on target. 9-0 run to start the game for North Texas. But then UC Irvine has come back. Let's go to Ashley, who's with Coach Turner.
Coach, you guys were down 15 in this first half. Now it's all tied up. What changed?
We got down by 15 because we didn't take care of the ball and we didn't rebound. We didn't follow the scouting report on defense. And I thought they rattled us on offense with the way they defended, the level that they played at. So credit to them. We did settle in. We got to the free throw line. We had a couple of fortunate technical and flagrant foul calls on them that helped us bring it back. And now we're where we thought we might be at this stage in the game. So, you know, it's a 40-minute game, might take even longer against a team of that quality.
You know they're going to make adjustments this next half. How do you keep momentum on your side?
Well, we've earned a little bit of momentum, but we can't act like we've done anything by getting back into the game. You know, we did not look ready to start the game. We need to be more ready when we start the second half. And I think it's going to be a tough possession game where one team's going to make more plays than the other down the stretch. That'll probably be the difference.
Coach, thank you. Good luck.
Okay, thank you.
Guys.
All right, UC Irvine closed the half on a 6-0 run. Let's go back to the studio. Zubin, John, and Malcolm for the halftime report. Guys? Back with our first semifinal of 2 tonight here in the NIT from Indianapolis. The Mean Green, they led by 15 with 8:32 to go in the first half. And then since then, UC Irvine ended the half on a 21-6 run to tie the game. They've come back from a second half deficit in all 3 of their previous NIT games. Well, they erased that in the first half as we're tied to begin the second frame. Hi again, everyone. Back inside Hinkle Fieldhouse. Mike Corey, Fran Fraschilla, and Ashley Shamity. Pretty good job here by UC Irvine. They're not rattled. That's why they've won 31 games this year.
Yeah, and you know, I thought we might have a low-scoring game. I wouldn't be surprised if it was tied at 30. I didn't expect the swings, however. Quick start by North Texas and then a great finish by the Anteaters. Both of these teams know how to win. Give Anteaters credit because they were down. They could have given up. They have not.
They have not. And Russell Turner, whose group on the season, 31-6. They've won 9 of their last 10 games. An incredible season. They've tied their most wins in the history in a single season. And Ross Hodge, as we said at the top of the broadcast, is going to coach this team throughout the rest of this tournament. He's hoping it ends in a championship because then he has become the new head coach at West Virginia.
That's right. Right now, that is not on his mind. Trust me, he would love to get this win and play on Thursday night.
Second half is underway here. In the corner, right for 3.
Nice.
That's how they
play.
want to start the second half.
Yep, that's what we call misdirection. They bring the ball to the right, that's a decoy, and then Wright comes off that screen on that left corner. Really well done.
We heard from Coach Turner before halftime. What did Ross Hodge say during the break, Ashley?
Yeah, guys, I just spoke with him. He said, look, we obviously just fouled too much. In a game like this, you can't make those silly mistakes. And I said, with a veteran group like you have, what was it? He said, we probably just got a little too antsy, left our feet too much when they shot, when they were faking their shots and all that. But he said, look, I just told him we're playing hard, but we have to play smart, especially in a game like this. He wants them to pick up the defensive intensity because that led to the really good offense that we saw early in that first half.
I'll tell you, Ashley, they did a really good job of keeping Cal Irvine off the foul line. Even though they fouled a lot, they only gave up 8 free throws.
We talk about this Mean Green team with Coach Hodge when he was his assistant and now as the head coach. They are 11-3 in the postseason in the past 5 years with that championship in 2023. They know how to win down the stretch.
Yes, they do. Well, both of these teams have been stellar over the last decade or so. Good hands.
Tillis double team, gets it inside Loyston, knocked out of his hands. It'll stay with the Anteaters.
Well, the thing that excited me so much about this tournament, these four teams, as we talked about, well coached, well drilled, all know how to win, and all have come back from some adversity this season. Nice.
Loyston stays with it and is fouled.
That's what you don't want to do with this guy because he lives at the foul line. He came coming into tonight, Mike. You ready for this? He's made 200 free throws.
Yeah.
He's already shot a couple tonight. He's going to shoot a couple more.
At an 82% rate.
You and I are a good team. I started, you finished.
That's right.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
We try to help each other out.
Exactly.
I mean, this team overall, Fran, right? Third in the nation at 80%.
You know, their coach was a very good player, obviously a big guy. But if you look at his success at Irvine, they've had terrific big players. Remember Mamadou Ndiaye?
Yes.
About 7'6", and he does a terrific job with guys like Loyston. Through the years, they've always had big fellas that can play around the hoop.
But to your point too, Fran, he's been there for 15 years, Coach Turner. He's developed a reputation. He's got an identity.
Yes.
And in this world of moving guys around left and right, you know, to have that constant of Coach Turner there, and guys know what they get when they go to UC Irvine.
Yeah, and it's a great university as well. One of the best, you know, certainly on the West Coast. Great academics.
Here's Dixon. Little fadeaway doesn't go.
Tough shot right there by the freshman. He's going to be terrific. He and Lee are these two freshmen. You're going to hear about them over the next 3 years.
Right. Got it again. He leads all scorers tonight with 15 points.
Well, we mentioned this at the very beginning if you just tuned in. He started his career at Cal Northwood, CSUN. Last year, NCAA at Drake, but in 3 games in the Big West when he played against Irvine, 15 points a game. He's right at that average.
And this year in the Big West, Northridge, Riverside, Santa Barbara, UC San Diego, there was a lot of good teams in that conference.
No question, yep.
Tillis. It doesn't go. Rebound by Floyd.
And Tillis would love to have that one back. He was terrific in the first half.
Those teams in the Big West, including this UC Irvine team, have all won 21 or more games this year. So sometimes, you know, as you're not familiar with leagues around the country, to say, oh, what about this UC Irvine 31 wins? Yeah, no, they played good competition, folks.
Yeah, watch this pull up right here by Ant Wright. He's done that his whole career. 5th year. Last year we mentioned second leading scorer at Drake behind Tucker DeVries. And they went to the NCAA tournament. And I think Coach Hodge told us earlier in the week he loves getting these transfers from winning programs.
Right.
Guys that have sort of been there, done that. Kind of that formula has really worked at Texas Tech as well. Grant McCaslin, Hodge's former boss.
3 minutes gone by, second half. Foul was on Dixon, his second. Loyston knocked out of his hands. Walker gets it back. Walker. No, Loyston again.
Look at
trying to hold
Walker.
on to it.
That's a second steal on the same play.
Newell misses. The follow no good by Sissoko.
Oh my goodness, what action inside. Rondell Walker used to be a scorer in high school, and he's morphed into just a high energy guy. And that's as good an energy as you'll see in this tournament.
Mean Green probably should have had a bucket of one of those there, but they couldn't get it done, and the pass is intercepted.
Tell you what, Rondell Walker's going to need a break. It's like a hockey shift.
Yes, there's 3 guys set to check in.
He just put everything on the line on that last possession.
Floyd lost his shoe. Newell gets it down to Sissoko. Floyd playing with one shoe. He looks to the bench, says, give me my shoe. The assistant coach says, keep playing. Ball is knocked out of bounds, and it's going to be UC Irvine possession. Says, don't worry about the shoe. We're going to take a timeout. When we come back, we will talk to North Texas's incoming new head coach, Danielle Robinson, after this. Back in Indianapolis for the semifinals of the NIT. North Texas leads by 4 whenever this tournament is done for them. The new incoming head coach, former head coach at Cleveland State, Danielle Robinson, is here, and he's standing by with Ashley.
Thanks, Mike. All right, Coach Robinson, congratulations on the new job. Just to start, what are you most excited about in taking over a successful program like North Texas?
Well, thank you. I'm so excited. And it's a great program. They've had success. Great people there, a great conference. I'm just looking forward to the opportunity and looking forward to working with great people.
Any coaching philosophies that you've really lived by that you want to definitely bring over to Mean Green?
Well, very similar to what we do now, the Mean Green does our defense, right? We play great defense. We hang our hat on defense, and then we try to be, I guess, physical on both sides of the ball, and so that's what we'll bring to the table.
Your time at Cleveland State, just reflecting a little bit on it, I mean, what memories are you going to bring with you?
Well, I'm forever grateful for my time at Cleveland State because they gave me my first opportunity. And again, it's a lot like, you know, when you go somewhere and you have some success, there's so many people involved. And so I'll always remember the people that helped me and that were surrounded by me and poured into and gave me an opportunity.
You talked a little bit before we came on camera here about your relationship with Coach Hodge. What is that like, and has he given you advice so far? I know that obviously they're still competing, but what's that been like for you?
Well, we had a quick phone call the other night, and we started talking about the old days when we were assistants together and on the recruiting trail and all those type of things. So I'm really proud of him to see where he's going, excited for his new opportunity, and I know he's going to be there to help me along the way while I'm at North Texas.
You're leaving the cold weather and going down to Texas. You ready for that?
Well, that's not all bad, right? That's not all bad. The weather in Texas is not bad, but you know, it's bittersweet, but I'm excited for the opportunity.
Coach Robinson, thank you so much. Congrats again. We appreciate your time.
Awesome. Thank you. Go Mean Green.
Oh, my goodness, guys. Take it away.
Ashley, I think he's going to do a great job. I've gotten to know Coach Robinson during his days at Iowa State. He was with Coach Prohm and Coach Otzelberger, time with Porter Moser, played at Arkansas Little Rock. Class guy, terrific coach. Hard to win at Cleveland State. Dennis Gates did it, Coach Robinson did it, and now he gets an opportunity to continue the great Mean Green success over the last 8 years.
Yeah, they have had 8 straight winning seasons, 6 of them with 20 or more wins. And like we said, the NIT championship 2 years ago, a defense that since 2020 is second in the nation, only to Houston in points given up in the last 5 years.
Yeah, most importantly, Mike, they have a commitment from the top. You know, Ren Baker was the AD, now it's Jared Mosley. That entire university wants to be good in basketball, and they're going to continue to make that commitment.
And it was Tillis who thought he got fouled, and the Mean Green the other way. Lorient fouled on his way in. And there's Drew Valentine for Loyola Chicago, who we'll see coming up in our second semifinal with Loyola Chicago against Chattanooga.
A couple of Loyola Chicago guys right there. Reminiscing. Drew replaced Porter Moser, who's now at Oklahoma. Porter, one of the great coaches in the country. Drew's dad's here tonight, Carlton. I said hello to him at halftime. Carlton played for Tom Izzo and Judd Heathcote.
Wright missing on the runner. It's UC Irvine possession.
You know what? Let me teach you something about basketball coaching. My good buddy, Gordy Chiesa, a longtime NBA coach, he said the basketball world is 2 blocks long. You know everybody on your street. You don't know everybody on the next street, but somebody on your street knows somebody on the next street. And that's what coaching is.
Well, I say that about you. We were just talking about that earlier before we came on the air. I said it's really like 3 degrees of separation with Fran Bashilla because you know everybody in the basketball world. Counted for Che there for UC Irvine.
Yeah, great pass, and I love this kid, Evans.
Evans with the score.
Yep, he's a junior. I watched him on tape. He didn't play much at Colorado State, but he's a high-energy guy. He's going to replace Loishin next year.
Massey on the drive for North Texas, foul on the play as Sissoko went down.
Miles Che did everything he could. Watch on the last possession right here. Great look inside to Evans, young man from Santa Margarita High School. And boy, as he run, Che would love to win so he can play against the potential of playing against UT Chattanooga, where he played last year as a freshman. Averaged about 8 points a game for Danny Earl.
He's a crafty scorer too, and also a great passer, second on the team. Count it.
And that guy's a crafty scorer, Jasper Floyd. He's already got a JUCO title under his belt and would love to get an NIT title. Good hands.
Stolen away, Newell. Back to Floyd. The Texas staff over there saying reverse it. They want to get it to the other side. Instead, Giselle. That's a 2, and it is no good. Rebound by Evans.
Wow.
Che up the floor. It doesn't go. Dixon. No, but a follow is there by Kyle Evans.
You don't run any plays for Evans. You just let him use his energy. And we've seen it on both ends tonight off the bench. Very valuable. He stood out to me on videotape and getting ready for Cal Irvine.
He's hit the last couple with 4 points now, and driving in as Newell doesn't go. Lorient the offensive rebound. Massey for 3. No. And Tillis corrals it quickly to Che as UC Irvine can tie it with a 3 here with Lee.
Ooh, that shot was right on. Just a little long by the freshman. And Floyd's going to take his time right now. We mentioned earlier, Irvine loves to get out and run when they can. And if the Mean Green don't have it, they are going to grind you into the ground if they can.
1 for their last 11, as you saw the stat. 3 of 15 here in the second half for North Texas. The lead is 3. Newell trying to double that. No.
And Russell Turner wants them to keep pushing it if they can.
UC Irvine, conversely, 2 of 10 from the field in the second half. It's really Evans who's 2 for 2. The rest of the team is 0 for 8.
We expected this kind of defense, Mike.
Yes. We're getting it now. Just 13 total points here in the second half. Che, shot clock's at 3, puts up the 3, and we're tied at 38.
I'll tell you, Tillis did a great job of getting rid of that ball. He was trapped inside, and it looked like Che wanted to pass it. Little ball fake gave him a little space.
42% three-point shooter. He ties the game here with 11.5 to go in the contest. Newell down the lane. Too strong. Got it back. And is fouled hard by Evans, who picks up his 3rd. Timeout.
Well, Kyle Evans picks up the 3rd, but he's giving you everything he's got. High energy. And don't forget now, you leave Che open, he can nail it.
Indiana Basketball Hall of Fame, Fran.
Oh yeah, Newcastle, Indiana, baby. They used to call it Chrysler Fieldhouse. It held about a little over 9,000. They shrunk it all the way down to like 8,400. But this state, you know, I spent 8 years in Ohio. I came over here quite a bit to recruit. And there's this is basketball heaven. It's the second religion in the state.
Yes,
it's the second religion. And I've got a lot of great memories and great friends here. They love their basketball. Bobby Plump in that 54 team that won the title. Russell Turner, he's a Virginia guy. He's been on the West Coast for 30 years now. And I think he has coached in here, he told us.
Yes.
I think he brought Irvine in here. Yeah.
For Coach Hodge, his first time here. Yep. At the free throw line, it's Grant Newell here for North Texas. We're tied at 38. He's got 2 shots. Fouled by Evans, who picked up his 3rd before we went to timeout. For the 5th straight year, every NCAA women's basketball championship game is on the networks of ESPN. For more information, go to NCAA.com, your home for all 90 NCAA championships, Friday and Sunday.
4 great teams, 4 great coaches. You're going to see great players. You're going to see Dawn Staley try to three-peat. UCLA in their first Final Four. Gino's been there many times. And Vic Schaefer has built a monster program at the University of Texas. Madison Booker, one of the terrific young players in the country out of Jackson, Mississippi. What else you want to know, Mike? You want to know about Rory Harmon from Houston?
Fire away.
Yeah, Rory's the TJ Ford of women's Texas basketball.
What did you say, that you were a junkie? Is that right?
Oh, you know I am. I've never had a job, man.
That's right.
I don't work.
Loyston. 4 to shoot. UC Irvine. And firing it up. Uja Dujele at the buzzer doesn't go, and here comes Atten Wright.
Massey's been a solid energy guy tonight. And you see how the Mean Green, they will slow it down. And you're not going to see them take a lot of bad shots.
Here's Wright. Shot clock is at 5. On the drive, no. Sissoko lost it. And it was off of the leg of a UC Irvine player, so it stays with the Mean Green. They get 20 on the shot clock's down to 19.
I'll tell you, Sissoko, boys, he improved.
He has.
He's a tremendous rebounder. He's a wide body, so active.
It was back in this 2023 NIT when he got his start and became a starter. Now he's in his 74th straight start here tonight.
Yeah, exactly.
Floyd.
Nicely done off the inbounds. Floyd is a good-sized point guard. I know I compared him to Jalen Brunson. I'm not saying he's that good, but he's that style of player at the point guard spot.
And potentially has another year of eligibility, as you said earlier, at junior college and then Fairfield and now here in North Texas. Here's Hone. Dishes it inside. Loyston, yes.
That's where he does his damage. Good patience, good footwork, scoring over Sissoko, not easy. Well, Russell Turner said it at halftime to Ashley. These teams are pretty even. It's going to be somebody making a couple more plays in the final 9 minutes. Nothing's coming easy on the offensive end.
No, it's not. Massey blocked inside, out of bounds. Anteaters possession. Fired up there. Uja Dujele.
Watch the big fella now. Good little dime by Hone. Takes his time, gathers himself. Look at this, man. These guys are getting after it. Young man from Karlsfeld, Germany. And he's played some German junior basketball.
Coach Turner told us that he has loved helping young men improve their basketball value. And look at this, knocking down the 3, Hone, and UC Irvine is in front.
It took a long time for them to get back in front, but they have stayed the course. And coming back from big deficits in this NIT is not a big surprise.
Jumper by Giselle, yes, and we are tied at 43.
Mike, we said it before the tournament started. These are 4 teams that the average fan doesn't see on TV a lot, but all have great winning DNA.
And they all played so hard here throughout the NIT. No doubt as Loyston scores it and they're back up 2. They've all wanted to be in this thing and they've all given it their all so far to this point. Here's Wright, fouled. And we'll head to the free throw line.
Technical fouls. And I think it's on both Sissoko and Tillis, which means they'll both be assessed personal fouls.
Brett Smith, Deldry Carr, and Vladimir Voyar-Tadal, our officials tonight.
So that'll be offsetting point of interruption, which means 2 free throws. For Atten Wright will play on.
Well, they kept control of the game.
They
no
did.
doubt about it.
Yeah, no, these 3 officials have been solid, but Chris Rafstedter's here tonight.
Yes.
Who's in charge of NCAA officiating. And I would tell you right now what I told him at halftime. Watch underneath the basket right now. Little push by Tillis.
Yep, Tillis and Sissoko.
Yep, and they tee both of them. You know, that's a, little Mickey Mouse stuff there, but if it's meant to keep the game under control, I'm okay. I would say good job at halftime to Chris Rathstatter on these 3 officials, but knock on wood, because it's a 40-minute game.
That's right, that's right.
You just never know. All right, now.
Well, your boss is in town, right?
Yeah, well, that's true, too.
Third foul on Tillis, by the way,
pressure.
Sissoko.
Yeah, look at this, little fake pressure. They sometimes go back right to man, which is what they do here.
We're tied at 45. Just over 8 minutes to go in the game. Winner to the championship on Thursday night. We take on the winner of Loyola Chicago and Chattanooga. That's coming up in game 2. And 9:30 Eastern on ESPN2. Loyston is fouled.
That's good basketball by Loyston. Once there's a foul, like a double technical foul, you know the officials are going to call the next bit of contact. Loyston goes right at his defender. And Sissoko picks up a 3rd.
So it's going to be Che to put it in, and Sissoko is going to go out. And so does Wright. It's in Loyston. Under 8 now to go in the game. Working on Lorient. Nice feed for Tillis.
I love what he did. When he initially caught the ball, he looked over his inside shoulder, and he just needed a little bit of time to throw a dime to Tillis.
Excellent vision there. Tillis has got 14 points, and it's a 2-point UC Irvine advantage. Giselle. A couple extra steps there, trying to go down to Newell. He's got it for the tie, no.
I'd try to go back inside if I could.
Che coming off the Loyston screen. He was calling for it.
Yeah, they need to look at Loyston if they can. He's got a size advantage on Lorient. You see him trying to duck in right now.
Hone back to Che, puts up a contested 3, and he drains it over Jasper Floyd. And a timeout by North Texas.
Watch this pass first by the big fellow, Loyston. He's going to peek over his inside shoulder and drops a perfect pass to Tillis. Che's man is trying to help inside on the big fella, so Che lets it fly. He knocks it down, and Anteater's up 5.
2 here tonight with North Texas and UC Irvine. The winner gets the winner of Chattanooga and Loyola Chicago. Second semifinal game starts at 9:30 Eastern on ESPN2. We'll be here for the title on Thursday at 9 o'clock on ESPN as we welcome you back inside historic Hinkle Fieldhouse, built in 1928. Mike Corey, Fran Priscilla, Ashley Chamonix. How about it, Fran? UC Irvine, they took their first lead at 43-41 with 9:14 to go in the second half, and now they're up 5.
Yeah, well, they trailed UAB, a good UAB team, by 16 at home last week. As we said earlier, when you win 31, you learn how to win different ways. They've certainly shown their toughness so far.
They made that comeback in the second half as they were down by 15 at the break. Here, they cut down the 15-point deficit all the way down to a tie game at halftime. We were tied at 30. As this UC Irvine team trailed big early on as Floyd drives in. It's good.
Nicely done. That ball had to go up over the square to get over the big fellow Loyston. Really nicely done by Floyd, and he went off the wrong foot. Good, we call that organized off balance. That's a tough pass. There's times where Miles gets a little too anxious. Put a home run play.
That is the 14th turnover for UC Irvine, but they still lead by 3. We said it at the start of the broadcast. All four of these teams here in the NIT right now have either hit or survived the last second shot at one point or another throughout this tournament. We got another close one here, Fran, 50-47.
Yes, we do. It's kind of exactly what we expected. Tough defense. Teams hard to score on. They're right on a pace that we expected. We didn't expect anybody to get out and blow one team out. I'll tell you, North Texas does not have a fast break point, but that's kind of how they play. But they're doing the job with second chance points, 16-6 advantage right now.
6 minutes and 20 seconds to play here in the contest. Here's Atten Wright for North Texas. Lorient nails it to make it a one-point game.
Nice little pump fake by Lorient. Didn't get Royston off the ground, but he was able to slither by him with that fake.
Che. Runner, got it.
Now, he's wearing 77 for a reason. He's Taiwanese. A guy named Jeremy Lin wore number 7, so he just doubled it. But he's got that Jeremy Lin kind of flair.
Well, I thought that was a little two-man game thing going on right there. He said, I'm just going to take it myself.
Yeah.
There with Loyston as he scored it. Now Floyd comes back. It's a one-point game.
Yeah, Jasper Floyd has been very solid tonight.
13 points.
Yes.
6 of 12 from the field, 4 off of Wright, who leads the team with 17. 14 for Tillis and 11 for Che, who tries to do it again. Tough one there. Loyston the offensive rebound, and he's being sandwiched and fouled. Does they call it on Walker?
Walker fouled him 2 times on that play, but it's only the 4th team foul. So no damage in terms of free throws, but Royston getting banged around. Now you see the drive. Royston just using that size, and then he gets taken down.
Tillis. Here's Che. It's a deep 3. Air ball. Loyston cleans it up.
That was not by design, but it worked out really well.
He's got 10 with 8 rebounds. 3-point lead, UC Irvine. A win here in this game. They'd have the most in a single season with 32 in the history of the program. Count the basket and a foul, and North Texas has a chance to tie this game. And Floyd again.
Well, he's got the mismatch because Lee is 5'11", 170, and watch him just throw his body at him. Contact, gonna get a chance to tie this game. Lee just could not get back in front. And the young man who won a JUCO national championship at Northwest Florida, and a guy that's used to winning, making a big play here down the stretch.
Torian Lee with his second foul for UC Irvine. We are tied at 54. North Texas trying to get back to their second NIT championship game in the last 3 years.
They like to spread the floor. They like to use Royston as a ball screener.
There's Hone. He comes off of it. Picks up his dribble, gets it to Lee. Tillis. Lorient on him. Floyd comes over for some help. It's back over to Hone with 3 to shoot. Fires it up and in. Wow.
That guy's played in 151 games for Cal Irvine. So that's what I would call experience.
His 6th year, and comes up with a monstrous 3-pointer to put him up 3. Now Wright, and he misses on the 3, but he's fouled, and he's going to have a chance to tie it at the line when we return.
Justin Hone, he arrived in Orange County from Sioux Falls, South Dakota 6 years ago. I know one thing, he loves the weather, and he loves to make big plays. yes, I will. Yep, A.J. DeBanza heading to BYU. Darren Peterson heading to Kansas. Chris Senack heading to Houston. 4 of the top 10 ESPN high school recruits heading to the Big 12. I think all is good in what was kind of a down year by some people thinking about the Big 12, and almost put 2 in the Final Four.
Yeah.
Texas Tech came very close, and of course Houston a juggernaut, but I expect great things from those young men next year.
You talked to me about it. It's such a physical league. Houston exemplifies that, and we'll see if they can pull it off this weekend in San Antonio.
Well, I'll tell you, all 4 teams can win it all.
Well, and also on the women's side, too, for the 5th straight year, we've got every NCAA women's basketball championship game on the networks of ESPN. The Final Four is on Friday. The championship is on Sunday on ABC. For more information, go to NCAA.com. Your home for all 90 NCAA championships. We are tied at 57 as Wright was fouled shooting the 3 before the timeout. And now some pressure here on UC Irvine.
Yeah, keep in mind now, North Texas only has 14 fouls, so they can stay aggressive and not put anteaters on the line, but too much contact, offensive foul. That was Che. Yep. Watch Che. There was a lot of contact. See, Che trips him. Good call. It's a good call.
Yep, backing into him, and then he tripped him. You're absolutely right. And that's his 3rd personal foul, the 10th team foul on UC Irvine.
We got the game we wanted, Mike. Every possession will be contested in the next 3:20.
No doubt. It's just our first game of the night. We got another one to go still with Loyola Chicago and Chattanooga. Missing on the shot that time, Floyd. Rebound, Tillis. Here comes Hone. UC Irvine trying to go back in front. Che. Back to Hone. Royston, he thought about the 3.
Doesn't shoot many of them, but he's accurate.
Tillis saves it from going out, but right into the hands of Wright.
Royston shoots 44% from out there, but he's been reluctant tonight.
Lorient short on the jumper. Tillis the rebound. UC Irvine still has 3 timeouts remaining. North Texas with 2. Che with a runner, no. Tillis the rebound, yes.
He's been physical all night long, Tillis, and he's knocked down a couple 3 balls too.
He's got a team high 16 points on 6 of 11 from the field. He's got a double-double with 10 rebounds as well. Wright off the Sissoko screen. Knocked out of his hands. He gets it back. Blocked by Loyston. And he still recovers it. Out to Walker. It's a 3. It's good.
We saw him make a big one at Oklahoma State, and he stepped up big there.
Rondell Walker. His first points of the night, and it gives North Texas the lead back. 60-59. 1 or 2 minutes to go here. Here's Hone. Off the screen to the corner. Double team, knocked out of his hands. Stays with the Anteaters with 9 to shoot.
They'll take it out deep corner. Rondell Walker, we told you, a former top 50 high school player at Oklahoma State. He's been at TCU, and he's found a home at North Texas because he does the little things for Ross Hodge.
Che. Cross court, Hone for 3. UC Irvine with the lead back. Timeout. Hone's got 11, and he's hit 3 3-pointers, and the Anteater fans love it.
This is great basketball. We are in early April, folks. All these teams have done all year is win games. Someone's winning a big one tonight.
We're having a blast with this tournament here, Fran. The semifinals of the NIT coming down to the wire yet again. 62-60 in favor of UC Irvine.
Yeah, last year we had a monster tournament here, Indiana State, and Seton Hall dazzled us on that Thursday night. This year we've got 4 teams who all they've done all year is win. This is exactly the kind of game we expected to have. Tough, contested, defensive oriented, but we said, and Russell Turner said it to Ashley, somebody's going to make a couple big plays down the stretch.
Yeah, let's check in with Ashley, who was in the huddle earlier, and there is no, they're not worried about anything at UC Irvine, right? They've been through so much this year, haven't they, Ashley?
Oh, absolutely. Every timeout I've listened to for UC Irvine, not only is Coach Turner just so calm, but the team is as well. No matter what the score has been tonight, this team's composure has remained the exact same. I truly think it's because Coach Turner has seen it all. 15th season at UC Irvine, winning as coach in the program's history. He's been to the NIT 9 times, and man, he just talked about the reason why he continues to coach and just how rewarding it is to coach players like this.
Rebound by Dixon for UC Irvine.
And you will not see that happen very often. Jasper Floyd just short-armed an easy layup.
And if UC Irvine wins this, it'll be their 32nd of the season, most in school history in a single season. Loyston is fouled, and will have a chance to extend the lead to 4 here.
Well, watch Floyd. It was a great seal screen inside by Sissoko, and he just left it short. He's going to make that about 99 times out of 100, and there's the foul inside by the big fella.
Sissoko with his 4th personal foul. 1:03 to go.
This is where the Anteaters shine, at the line.
You talked about this earlier, Fran. He is 6th in the nation in free throws made, coming in with 200. And is also 9th in attempts with 243. And then here tonight, he's 5 of 7. You can add to that total, make it 6 of 8.
Yep. Biggest possession of the game for the Mean Green right here. 2-possession game.
They have 2 timeouts remaining. UC Irvine with 2 timeouts. Jump ball favors the Anteaters. Jump ball arrow if we get a jump. Here's White on the drive. No. Tapped around. Rebound, UC Irvine. It comes into the hands of Tillis.
Loyston just put up a brick wall. Uh-oh.
Ahead of the pack, and that's a block, and they're going to call it a goaltend on Sissoko as Dixon's basket will count, and it's now 66-60.
I'll tell you, Wright took it inside, couldn't get over Loyston, and then Shea with a great look up the court.
Easy call, it was off the backboard, and then he hit it. And a timeout here by North Texas. They are down by 6 with 39.7 seconds to go. Fran.
Now they've got to score quickly. Ideally, maybe you go right to the basket, get a quick 2, set up your pressure. This might be a situation, because it's a 2-possession game, 2 possessions of 3s, where you set something up to shoot a 3. But no matter what, you got to have what we call a comeback offense, which simply means time is of the essence. You got to get it in quickly and get into your action quickly.
What do you think UC Irvine's doing, though, defensively?
Don't foul. Get your hands up. Contest without fouling. They're one of the best teams in the country at keeping people off the foul line. They have the added advantage of the 7'1" center inside.
And they got to watch it, because if they do foul, it's an automatic 2 at the line for North Texas. So they're in the double bonus.
And one way or another, Mike, if North Texas scores, they're going to be in that full court 1-2-1-1 press.
Mean Green have been in every single game this season. 6 of their 8 losses are by 5 or less. The other 2 were by 7, and then 10 points in the conference tournament. Ross Hodge and this group won this thing back in 2023. Trying to get back to the title game for Thursday night. Let's see what happens here.
And Loyston is zoning up in the lane, because they do not have to worry about Sissoko shooting a 3.
It's in the Lorient. Goes inside. The hook shot is good.
All right, here comes the press. And keep this in mind. Irvine does not have a bad foul shooter out there.
Tillis gets it up to Hone, and he's going to be fouled quickly there by Rondell Walker, who picks up his 2nd.
Great pass ahead by Tillis. You know, UB Brown used to talk about always having one guy who you trust to make inbounds passes late, and Tillis right there looked like he knew what he was doing.
Tillis with his 7th double-double of the season, 13th for his career. They have to inbound because that's the 16th foul by the Mean Green. Gonna have to foul again right away, and they do, but Massey takes down Tillis.
And he's fortunate right there. I would not review this just because I want the game to speed up. Tillis is going to shoot the free throws, and he's pretty good at the line too.
Yeah, they're not going to review it. Yeah, Tillis is really, really good. He's at 84% of the season. This guy had 22 points and 11 rebounds in that last game. The reason why they're even here tonight.
I love the way he plays. He's an inside-outside guy, toughness. Reminds me a little bit of Dylan Brooks in the NBA.
Okay.
Doesn't have quite the nasty disposition, but he brings the toughness nevertheless.
Misses it though. And Sissoko the rebound. That's a huge miss, obviously. Here's Floyd. 25 seconds.
They're going to get it.
Walker for three. It's no good. Loyston goes out of bounds with the ball. There's no foul. It's out off of UC Irvine. So it's going to be North Texas to inbound.
So you got two options here. You can try to score quickly at the rim and set up your press, or you can run a play for a three. Take a look, Loyston right there. He just falls out of bounds. You got to have something quick.
Floyd got it in, got it back, goes up top. Lorient thinks about the three, drives it in. Lorient, and he misses on the slam attempt, and nobody got fouled there, and now they're going to foul, and it's going to be Hone to the line for UC Irvine with 12.5 seconds to go. And Fran, throughout the course of this game, North Texas has missed 16 shots point blank at the rim here tonight.
There's a reason for that. Take a look, watch Lorient right here, trying to go over the big guy. And the reason is, Mike, Irvine is number 3 in the country in two-point field goal defense. And why? Because they've got a big fella on the back line.
Great point, and it's proven out here tonight. And it looks like it may be enough to advance to the NIT championship. 12.5 seconds to go. Hone, 1 of 2. Sissoko up to Floyd, right, and he's fouled.
I'm not sure that wasn't done on purpose. I don't think so. But Jurian Dixon, the freshman, went right at right. The reason I don't like that is because obviously now if he makes both, it's a one-possession game.
Correct. Stops the clock. I know they don't want to give up a three, but you're right.
I thought maybe he was thinking we're not going to give up a three, and he fouled, but that would not be the right strategy.
And so Wright, as you said, if he hits this one, it'll make it a 3-point game with 7.6 seconds to go.
And if they don't steal it, Mike, if they don't steal it and it's a 3-point game, it's a 1-and-1 on a foul. Keep that in mind.
Massey's coming in. Do we get a timeout here? Nope.
Nope, the timeout is because of the sub. Now listen to this. Remember, if they don't steal it, they're still in a 1-and-1 situation.
Correct.
So Irvine's going to have to make the first on a foul.
Tillis.
Watch out.
Loyston, and he is fouled by Floyd.
And there's a lot of strategy going on here. Obviously, Loyston's trying to make the free throws. If he were to miss the 1-and-1, the question becomes for Irvine, do they foul before they give up a 3-point shot attempt?
Free throws tonight for this UC Irvine team, as we said, 3rd in the nation in free throws shooting, but tonight they're 10 of 15, 4 of 7 in the second half. They've left the door open a little bit here for North Texas. Let's see if Loyston can these and put this one away. One more for Loyston.
That's you could breathe a sigh of relief right now if you're Russell Turner. He's going to set up this last 6.9 seconds. Use that timeout and be absolutely clear with his team.
Going to be a little tough here for North Texas with just 6.9 seconds to go.
Yeah, Ross Hodge is going to play this out, but this is the key to the game. Some big shots in the second half. Justin Hone, a young man from T, South Dakota. Incorporation, 5,000 people. And right now, there's about 5,000 or more in this building. And he's not nervous at all. 151st career game at Cal Irvine. So that tells you he's won a lot of games.
Coach Turner told us this week, helping young men improve their basketball value. He said it's especially rewarding when you can do it well, and they have done it well. He said we've got a very special veteran group here, and they are on the verge of a school record 32 wins and a chance to play for an NIT championship.
No question about it. 17-3 in the Big West, and as you mentioned, right on the verge of another record.
Royston, one more free throw. It's good. Anteaters by 5, just 6.9 seconds to go here for North Texas. Floyd hoisted down the court. Lorient's got it. Here's Attenwright for 3. No good. Knocked around, and there's 0.6 seconds to go. It's UC Irvine that is going to move on here tonight.
They're celebrating all over Orange County right now.
Floyd puts it in. It's up, and it is good. It counts for Attenwright, but it doesn't matter. UC Irvine wins it 69-67 to advance to the school's first ever NIT championship game, and it's a school record 32 wins on the season for the Anteaters. They will play the winner of Chattanooga and Loyola Chicago. That's coming up at 9:30 over on ESPN2. And our coverage will continue over there on the Deuce with Zubin, John, and Malcolm in the studio, and then our second semifinal. Coming up next on ESPN, the McDonald's High School Boys All-American game. Thanks for watching. Enjoy that one, everyone.